What's up everyone, Max Tech Toy Box here doing an unboxing video of the Google Stadia, right? So for those that don't know, this is Google's attempt at streaming video games. There's been a lot of other companies that have attempted this. The most famous, or company that I was sort of following, was OnLive. They launched like back in 2000, I want to say 2011 time area. Really ambitious goal, online gaming, so that you could just pick up a controller and play. I had a subscription. So I used to watch people play. I never actually played through OnLive, but it was pretty cool. But they ended up tanking. That was very ambitious at the time, because the thought process is you don't need a console. You just log on to a computer and you can play a game. So like I said, very ambitious at that point. Now Google is releasing something very similar. You don't need a console. I think I said controller. I don't know if I said console or controller earlier, but you don't need a console. You're supposed to be able to pick this up and play on any Google Chromebook. All you really need is Chrome OS. So any computer, any laptop, any device, anywhere, you just pick up and play. It's pretty ambitious, as you guys know now. I'm holding the controller because there's nothing else tangible to hold on to as I'm talking about this. Have not looked at any of the reviews. I'm going to unbox this, do my initial impressions and sort of setup process, so you guys can see how to do that and let you guys know what I think on it. So this is my first time, unboxing everything, so I'm going to go and do the setup process with you guys as well. So hold on a sec. So really quickly, I didn't say this. So the thought process, like I said, you're supposed to be able to use any screen, anytime, and play. On the TV screen, of course, you need a Chromecast. So this is supposed to be capable of 60 frames per second with 4K. And so that means in order to get 4K with Chromecast, you need to have the the Chromecast Ultra. Now, from what I understand, the original Chromecast Ultra, you will not be able to stream these games on. So I wanted to compare the two to see if there was a difference in the way they look. It looks like the original Chromecast Ultra is a glossy sort of color, and this is more of a matte. Nope, it's glossy as well, just have this covering on it. I don't want to take that off because I don't want to confuse the two, because there's really a bunch of similarities. They both use USB type, not C, this is a micro USB. You really would not be able to tell the difference. So from what I understand, you won't be able to use the Chromecast Ultra for Stadia, but I may need to look into that, because there must be some hardware limitations as to why. And if that's so, that's really a downer, because the Chromecast Ultra was already an expensive sort of device to buy, especially with a regular Chromecast only being about 30 bucks. I think this was like 70, so yeah. Let's get to the setup process. So this is just the initial setup process with the Stadia application. You have to download it from the Play Store. Then you will link your Google, your Gmail account. And then here it's asking me to pick an avatar. Robust selection of avatars, not a whole bunch. Definitely there's going to be some that are repeated if you basically have over 100 users, but whatever. It'd be nice if they gave it a touch so that you can have your own picture. Obviously I went ahead and chose this robot here, and then after that you pick your Stadia name. So I chose one. I ended up putting in a bunch of different combinations because I wanted to see what was available already, and I ended up just sticking with this one. So if you guys have Google Stadia, go ahead and request me as a friend under the one. Okay, so I go ahead next. After that, just some privacy settings. They want you to go through and pick very comparable to what you have that goes along with the Xbox One settings, and of course the PlayStation, showing who you want to be able to see your settings if you're online, if you log on, if you're playing a game, who can add you as a friend, who can request you to be a part of a party, things of that nature. So very comparable to other online services as well. So first things first, you have to plug your Chromecast in to your TV, of course, plug it up, and then it tells you to get the app. So I already have the Google Home app, so I'm just going to do that on the side here and set up this Chromecast. So right now, the Chromecast Ultra has been linked to my Wi-Fi and it's updating. So next up, I have to set up the controller. So this comes with a packet with all the instructions, and unfortunately, I don't like reading instructions for things, but you have to because I've never done anything like this before. So here, I already downloaded the app, and actually I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what the app looks like on a side by side. So here you guys can see just some of the basic settings. You go over to the right, the bottom, on the bottom left hand side, you can sort of scroll through all of the available games, swipe from left to right, see what's available. I think at launch it's 22 games that became available. Not a whole wide, robust catalog or selection, and of course some of the Stadia games that you can select for free if you're a founder. Just sort of scrolling over again. Then of course this is how you can look at all of the games, and you can purchase them here from this particular list. And then here are just some videos sort of showing you how to set up and what's coming. Now set up your Stadia controller. Okay, so I'm going to turn on the controller. And then I think I'm going to have to link it to my Wi-Fi. And I'm gonna have to follow the steps on the Stadia application to do this. Okay, so I added the account, so I can go here, add security pin, or I'm just gonna go to done. There's nobody else here. As you guys see, my username is the one. Yes, I purposefully wanted to pre-order this so I could be one of those assholes that chose one of these names. So choose that account. So setup process actually wasn't that bad. Didn't take too long. Add games and play them. Okay, so you can't actually add games from this screen, which is what I was wondering as well. You have to do that from the Stadia mobile app. It's just sort of a little bit of a bummer, but I understand it's just supposed to be a screen. I don't know. It's a little weird. I think that they should have at least allowed you to be able to add games from there instead of always having to be connected to your phone. So let me see if I can find, I think there's like 2 free games you can use, like Destiny 2 and another game. So I'm messing around with one of those and see what it's like. So I literally picked, I think it's Samurai Showdown. I clicked it and less than like 2 seconds later it popped up on my screen. So I had I guess a voucher because I got the founder edition of 2 games that I could pick. It was between Samurai Showdown and Destiny 2. I already have Destiny 2 on Xbox, so I figured I'd try this one. But I literally just clicked claim and then it popped up on here immediately. So it looks like, let's see what all you can do. I can go up, but it says browse and buy games from the Stadia mobile app. Right. Or I scroll to the right. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing to make that come up because I don't know. So if I use the D-pad here and go down, that causes that. If I go up, that happens. So if I go down, that happens. Okay. So we'll just go to play. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. So it starts pretty quickly. It was less than a full 2 Mississippis. Now it's loading. Checking your connection. So I do have gigabyte internet service here, and I'll probably put it side by side so you guys can see what my active speeds are. But I have the Google Wi-Fi routers throughout my home. Okay. So I should have pretty fast speeds without having to hardwire this in, and there's nothing else running right now. Yes, I do have a sort of a smart home, so there are devices that are linked to the routers as obviously, but they're not pulling much. Probably gonna cut this video up so you guys aren't seeing all of it. I will say that it looks pretty good. This is a 4K TV, obviously, but some stutters. Just turn down the volume a little bit. Some drops in frame rate, you guys saw. Can't order play this game, agree to the privacy, I agree. Press any button. Graphic violence settings. Show blood, yes. For right now, I'm just gonna go to the dojo. Ghost match. It's just so I can mess around with it. Random pickup game. I think, well, I'm supposed to be playing a computer, so it shouldn't be searching for other players. It says searching. Trying to go back, but I can't. I don't know if this like stop. Okay, I don't know if it got hung up. We'll go to exit game and pour, because I don't know what the hell happened. Input lag, finish. Okay, so now we're gonna do this again. Start over. Room. Dollars in there. Room. Okay, so I'm gonna skip through all this. Tap the A button. I just want to go to a quick pickup game and see what this is like. I don't know what happened last time, so let me see. Off. Let me go. Versus, sure. Sure, we'll try that again. Now, if it's something fault, it doesn't matter when black against. Okay, so visually it looks pretty good. Some drops in frame rates we just saw. Audio's a little off already. Oh, that's not good. you guys saw that. There was a portion of the game where I will say, and so what's really important here is, especially for games like this, you don't want to have any sort of input lag when you're pressing the button and when your character does something. And I'm not experiencing any input lag, which is good. There were some drops in the frame rates initially, and then also in the very beginning, like right there, degradation in the streaming for sure. Okay. So like right now, I go up, pretty in sync. I just pretty much suck at this game, but okay, there's some input lag there, like slight latency, not much, but enough for me to really like notice it. So that's really going to be the telltale sign is, are you going to be able to maintain playing a game like this? Right, we're seeing some drop in frame rates and streaming, which is all this stuff is stuff that, you know, I sort of expected on the daily. This is, you know, it's just launched. It's launched like 2 days ago, so I'm not expecting things to be perfect. But so definitely some stuttering and some lag. I'll probably play a couple of games on this for maybe like a week or so before I post a review, so that I can give my full, you know, sort of review. Because right now we're just based off of these initial impressions. I think it's decent. So let me take things back a little bit. For anybody that doesn't know about Stadia, Google what their claim is supposed to be. Part of the reason why you're supposed to be able to get next to no latency is because of the controller. Okay. So another thing with Stadia is you're supposed to be able to play any game on any screen with any controller, so you don't have to use their hardware. Sort of. You're actually supposed to be able to use the Xbox One controller and I think the PS4 controller as well to connect. It will be a hardwired connection if you do that. If you use the Stadia controller, you're supposed to have better latency because this is a Wi-Fi controller, so it connects directly to the Stadia towers. What's the word I'm looking for? To the cloud gaming service that is Stadia. It connects directly to those servers, so that's why you don't have that latency. If you connect a Xbox One controller or a PlayStation controller to it, it's connecting to the phone, and then the phone is connecting to the cloud. So you're gonna have built-in latency because there's more pass-throughs that are happening. So I will say initially, I'll probably split this video up in two. This will be like the unboxing, setup, and initial impressions. And initially, just based off of literally, this is in a vacuum. This one game I played, I think it's average, okay, which is what I expected. I know that Google was probably saying, you know, this is going to be amazing, and, you know, best thing since sliced bread. And I think eventually probably will get there. But, you know, I need a little bit more time, hands-on time with it to really know if this will be the killer streaming service. And on my full review, I think I'll break down pricing and all of that information. So this is Max Tech Toy Box. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. That like goes a long way to help out the channel. If there's anything you guys want to know about this, please let me know so that I can cover it in my full review. So I'll see you guys in the next video.